Here we go.
There it is. All right. All right. So here we are after such long time. Edward.
Okay.
Berenice, Edward. Wow. It's been what a journey.
A long journey.
Yeah, long journey. I'll just turn my volume up a little bit.
Okay. I'm on my cell phone. My laptop is at work. So
Okay. Yeah. Oh, work. Where are you working?
I work for a company called Property Scouts.
Ah, yes. Oh, that's great. You'll be fine. You'll be perfect for that.
Yeah. So I'm training to become a property manager.
That's fantastic. What a great fit. The employer is very lucky to have you, Berenice.
Oh, that's awesome.
You built
So
you built the company with Edward. With both of you were very important parts of that business that you built up.
yes, correct.
Yeah, I look forward to that. I have a little list, but we don't have to go by the list. Maybe the best place to start is where are you now? How do you feel now? Like what is the now like for you? What is this moment like?
The now is like, wow. Wow. Am I dreaming? When am I going to wake up? Is it true? Are we here? Yeah, that's the feeling we have now at the moment.
That feeling is understandable, Berenice and Edward, because we made such good progress as my point of view on the preparation. But then when we got to the job market, it was really a lot of changes, and some people would be put off by that, but you kept your positivity and you kept your persistence.
Correct. Wasn't easy, but possible.
Right. Well, I guess we can get into that a little bit later. Should we go along chronologically all the way from the building of your business, perhaps, because it's a good story, and then your decision to come, because not everyone would want to leave after you built such a robust business, which was basically on the request of your employer that you should expand.
Correct. Correct.
Amazing story, but you did make that decision. And once we get to the decision, I guess we can go from there.
Yes.
If we begin then from, you had a business, it was a small contracting business to start off with.
Correct. Yeah, that is correct.
And then a lot of the business started to come through one particular employer.
Yes, called Outsurance.
Outsurance, and this is the biggest one in this has the biggest market share of something in South Africa. What something?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And was that with private coverage, or was it like, what is their area of coverage, Outsurance?
Households, private households, commercials. That is what they deal with, people in South Africa. Yeah, so mostly private people. Yeah.
So these people say, I want insurance on household things, including, for example, plumbing problems.
Yes, correct.
And that's where you come in. So then Outsurance gives you a call, and it might be at 2 a.m. because that's their, if it's an emergency, that's their deal. That's what they're supposed to provide, right?
Correct. So you always had to be on call 24/7.
And so you two did it as a team. And what made you grow so quickly is that all of your competitors, none of them would do the level of performance that you would do consistently.
Correct. We would always go the extra mile.
So they said, Edward, Berenice, it's not enough one truck. You need to expand, get two. It's not enough two, you need to expand, get three. On and on it went until you had six. Is that right? Is my memory correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Then based on this performance, what we've captured in your preparation was that we used all of these same performance metrics that you already proven from yourself and from Outsurance with references. We proved it. And so the employers watching that could be excited about you, because that's the same thing we need here.
Yes.
And so they found you, but it wasn't easy. There was some challenges along the way. There was some unexpected challenges.
Very unexpected challenges.
Yeah.
We'll speak about it later.
Okay, speak about it later. So the idea was that if we speak just in generic terms, there were immigration-related challenges, and there were also employer-related challenges. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, but somehow you overcame both of those with delays, with persistence, and you finally got through after, I don't know how many efforts was it? 3, would you say 3 or 4 setbacks? I think it was more than 2.
It was about 4 setbacks.
Okay. 4 setbacks. Did you quit on the first one? Many people do.
No.
Did you quit on the second one? Many people do. Yeah. So this is the idea. It's the same as your business. You just have this mentality as far as success goes. You have a goal, and you keep going to make continuous progress towards the goal. If you're making continuous progress, why would you stop, right?
Correct.
So as long as you're making continuous progress, there's no reason to stop. So you keep making continuous progress, and you got there.
Correct.
And the fundamental aspects about you never changed. And in this case, we're talking first about Edward and then about you, Berenice. The fundamental thing about you, Edward, was that you do have the skills, you do have the qualification, you are exceptional at what you do hands-on. You are hands-on, and you are a manager. You're happy to do hands-on, you're happy to do management. You can start one and switch to the other. You can do both, whatever the case might be. And what happens if your men can't show up because they're sick? You go and get it done. That's the level of performance that you do as a manager. And that's why employers here should be fighting over you if they don't already. Probably that was happening at some stage.
True.
What was your first impressions of New Zealand? For other people that are going through challenges, was it a big relief immediately when you landed, or describe how the landing was like for you?
Yeah, it was mixed emotions. I was happy and I was nervous. Did not know what to expect. It's a new country, it's new people, it's new challenges, especially work environment. Everything in plumbing is not the same, so I have to adapt. Regarding the plumbing, the way they do things here, I'm still learning here, and it's only a month now, but I'm getting there, and I'm learning as quickly as possible. People love my attitude, my work related experience, and they also learn from me here.
Already after just 1 month, you're able
Yeah.
to teach some people some things. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So advice to other plumbers from abroad, what are some of the things that they should be ready for that are different when they come here?
Well, like I said, it's not the same. Stand back first. Done here. As you see, you can also improve on their work. Why not teach them your skills and compromise with your partners and your employees? And that is how things get done here.
Before coming here, would you give yourself any advice? For example, take more of your tools. I hear that sometimes, or anything with maybe reading the code or anything like this?
Yes. Okay. When I was still in South Africa, my colleague at my working place, he told me to bring my tools with, because why, tools can be very expensive here, especially hand tools. So, well, it was a bit expensive to bring tools over, but I am glad I did, because why, tools is expensive here, and you know your tools, you know how to manage and work with your tools. So I suggest, if you want to come over here, it's better to bring your toolbox with. I paid about 5,000 rand to bring it over here, but electrical tools, yes, you can get here, but hand tools, most important, rather bring it over yourself. Yeah.
Good advice. And so are you mostly domestic?
I know domestic, yes, but commercial, I'm still learning. It's a challenge, and I'm actually excited learning more.
I remember when we were talking about the domestic work that you did, I discovered how many calls you went on, and it was a huge number. You always make that connection with the person as your starting point. From that point on, it just evolves naturally to the conclusion where you get the sign off more easily because the rapport is developed in the beginning and you just carry that through.
That's correct, yes. You have to earn trust in the people at first. On the first meeting, people must see right through you. You must be yourself. Your character must show, and there must be a connection with clients and service providers, and your friendliness and your experiences tells a lot. When the job is done, completed, and the client is happy, and the service provider is happy, that client will definitely come back to you, yeah, in the future.
Was the preparation that we made, was it effective to communicate to your employer what your skill sets were?
Yes, yes. In the first week already, you could see, yes, I know what I'm doing. You could see my experience coming out in a new country, new environment, and he was just happy. And he told me in the first week already, you will be an asset to my company in the future. Yeah.
That must feel great after 1
Yes.
week to get that message.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. Thanks.
So, Berenice, let's come into your area of expertise. There's a saying, behind every great man is a better woman.
Correct.
Something like this, yeah.
That is what I picked up with the process while we did job hunting. If I gave them a call, they were very, very, very happy. They never had a problem until Edward had a meeting for an interview with them themselves, which we had. I think we had about 4 interviews. And the preparation you did on giving Edward's background did such a lot to them, understanding his skills, understanding his experience, understanding everybody actually said, but this is the first time ever they've experienced where the person that is applying for the job has everything basically. So the interview's done. All they just had to do was ask, why are you coming to New Zealand? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And giving them a call meant such a lot. means that this is the person they're speaking to looking for a job. So it's not a scam or somebody CV that just popped into their junk mail. So they are very, very welcome with somebody, the wife or the sister or the brother or, whoever's involved in looking for a job. So yeah, here in New Zealand, I picked that up. They're very happy with that. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So that's another important thing to mention, and you put it very well. By the time they digested the presentation of the skill sets that we made, they already knew everything was there. It was all prepared. There was not too many other questions to ask. I mean, they always will ask something, but we had it all done. We did the interview. We performed for them in advance of the interview, and then we presented that to them. So it was quite a complete package.
Yes, correct.
Could you rate what we did together on a scale of 1 to 10? How powerful was it coming in with this? If 10 is you can't make it any better and 1 is completely miserable, where would it be on the scale?
I would say 10, you couldn't make it any better. The process, but the process, it made it so much easier. And there's a way you could go on YouTube and have a look. Oh, I went on now the other day, there was about 70 people that watched this one video of Edward. This is being in New Zealand. So I've been counting how many times people watch this video, and 70 is a lot, you know?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's a very specific kind of video. It's was it the short clip that we made?
Yes, it was the short clip.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes me feel good. And yeah, we spent at least 5 weeks, if I'm not wrong, on the preparation. So we dug through all those metrics of success, and we brought them out into the format of the interview, and we got the photos going for us and the videos going for us, and the skills sheet as well, and the CV was revised. So it was a complete overhaul.
Correct. I can remember the day we went live was the 3rd of August, 2022. I learned that from you, to make notes, to jot down, to put everything into a file, and I'm still in that.
You are. Okay. So from August 22, from the time you started, when you had 4 job offers, did you say?
Yes, correct.
Or
4 interviews.
4 interviews. Okay. From the 4 interviews, how many were job offers at the end of that?
4. The last one was the job offer that we act now at the moment at Edward's new company, Whangerei Plumbing in Whangerei. Yeah.
Whangerei must be a wonderful place.
Beautiful.
You arrived and you adjusted, and Edward is now well and truly finding the comfort zone, even from the first week, Edward, right?
That's correct, yes.
You're still accumulating more of the comfort zone by, the KPIs. It will take some time to get all of the KPIs.
Domestic was and is still my strong point, but I'm working for a company which is mostly in commercial, and I'm learning now both ways. So I'm winning both sides regarding my experience as well, going forward in the plumbing business.
Let's give a proper introduction to what you did, Berenice. You helped make that business successful with Edward, both important components of that same business model, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Now you're applying that. It sounds to me like you're already starting to apply that in some way here for a company. Do you want to talk about how you got work here?
Yes, I do. While we were still back in South Africa, Edward's boss emailed to ask that she's going away for 6 days. Would I love to run the company while she's gone? So that she could just do what she needs to do. She does horse riding, and competition. And I emailed her back and I said, it's fine, I will run your company for the 6 days while you're not there. And I already had this job I'm working for now. I've already sent on my CV, did everything. And I said, but now I already said yes to the one job. So I'm just going to help out Edward's boss for 6 days. And then I'll decide which job I would take, the one at Edward's company or the one that I'm going to in looking after properties here in New Zealand. Very interesting job, I must say. And I was very excited because sitting back in South Africa, and I already had 2 jobs.
2 jobs from
And
South Africa. And a lot of it has
yes,
to do with they saw, obviously there's a reason for that. It's not random. They saw something. They understood that you're on a level of performance with what you do and how you think and the success you've had.
yes. And I went, when we landed or in New Zealand, the first few days, the Friday, I went for my so-called interview, which I already had in South Africa, but I came and met my boss personally. And she said she's done quite some searching research on us. And she sees that we ran a successful business in South Africa. And this is what her plan is for me in the future, is work for a year, do my studies, and after the year, buy a percentage of the company I'm working for now and run it in the Whangerei area. I said, oh, okay. And then I went, helped out, and I thought, no, I'm taking the second job because I think I just had a little bit more of plumbing. Let me go in the wider range of how to manage a property. And I tell you, so interesting. This property that we actually renting now I know what the process is and how you go about helping fellow people wanting to come into New Zealand, what they look at, how they look at it. And yeah, very exciting.
This will put you in contact with more public, direct contact with public.
Correct. And then also I've got a strong point in maintenance. So if somebody has a problem in the household maintenance side, I do know what they're speaking about because I come from the side of maintenance, plumbing, electrical,
Yes.
leaking roofs or things. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. And you know someone you can call to fix the plumbing as well.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. This isn't the first time that I heard where a husband and wife found work abroad, and then after some more talking, the boss of one of the primary holder starts to talk about the other partner and starts to wonder how because usually, you know, there's some skill sets that are needed, but not only that, they want to make sure that you settle in well. So the best way to settle in and keep the primary visa holder is to make sure the primary visa holder's partner's happy. Because if they're both happy in the town, you've got them. Otherwise, you might lose them.
Correct. And this is what I can say, the experience of New Zealand. People are here to help you. We never once felt we needed something extra or the help was, when we got off the plane, the help was there. The experience at the airport itself with immigrations at the airport, everybody was so helpful. They never made you feel once that you're from another country. You fitted in the minute it says kia ora. They made you feel welcome. Yeah.
From the minute it says kia ora, you felt welcome, right? Even at the customs and all the way until now.
Correct.
That's a great message for other people. I feel the same, and I've heard similar things before. It's nice to have you saying that so other people can identify with you. Also, you're coming at a later stage in life, compared to average, I suppose. And some people are worried about this, but I think you can inspire them as well, both of you, just realizing that you have established yourself, you built a business, and you even left your business. You left, you had that and you left. So this was a real lifestyle change. You went into the great unknown, because it is unknown before you come here. You hear things you can research, but it's still unknown what your personal experience will be like. But you went for it, and that's bravery, that's courage, but it's no different from the courage of setting up and starting your own business and carrying it through. So you've been through challenges before, and you went again for this challenge. And age doesn't really matter here too much. They just want if you're fit for the job, that's it.
That is one thing. Age, this is what I was going to say. Age does not matter in New Zealand. You can be 10, 15, 20, 50. Age does not matter. And then also balance life. Oh, I love the balance life. Something is wrong or you need to go somewhere. Your boss will say, you go ahead. You go sort out your thing.
Yeah.
That's the balanced life. And this is what I love about New Zealand. Your work is your work. Your balanced life, your family time is very important. I love it.
Yeah. What do you do off hours? You're both working, you're both productive, and you're both inspired by your work. That's fantastic. You can't get better than that. That's really like 5 stars. So what about outside of work as far as maybe weekends? It's a beautiful sunny weekend over here in Nelson. How about you, where you are in Whangerei?
It was a beautiful sunny day. It is beautiful. It's very, very sunny. It was a bit cold yesterday, but it was sunny. So what we do weekends is we take a drive to the 100 beaches in Whangerei. We haven't gone to all 100 yet. So Whangerei's got 100 beaches. We go to the museum, the art museum, the Kiwi Museum down the road by us, waterfalls. We go out the little town far north. We've been up to Kerikeri. We've been up to Bay of Islands, Bay of Islands. So we've been quite a few places.
I guess you have a lot of pictures.
Yes, we do. And we bought ourselves a new car yesterday. So we're waiting on it. We're fetching it tomorrow.
How exciting. And you have family that you're still managing, you're supporting to come over here.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helping how and what to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be happy to help along with that as well.
Thank you.
I need to make a contact again.
I need to share what we are sharing.
Yes.
The beauty of New Zealand.
Right. Right. Compared to what South Africa is experiencing now, you're not appreciated. Could you speak to that? Maybe how would you explain to people in South Africa the difference?
Well, in South Africa, when you wear an overall, you're not as important by wearing a suit or a tie. But that skills people wearing that overall makes your life easier to live. You cannot live without water, as you cannot live without the services of a plumber. And they may appear dirty outside. What they do to their fellow human being is unexplainable. Now, people need to look at that and appreciate what the people in overalls do, because here in New Zealand, you are appreciated, irrespective if you're wearing an overall or a suit. Show appreciation. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. And yes, dirty on the outside, but look what you do for other people. They're clean now with this water.
Yes. They have some backflows in.
Yeah. I guess we may have, I took some notes. I think we may have covered everything, but just so that I don't, would you do it all over again if you had to start from, if we would go back in time, would you do it all over again?
Yes.
Except the flying, but yes.
Except the flying, okay.
It's long.
Yeah. Your decision initially to come to New Zealand and now your experience, are they exactly the same or is there some differences? You know, you had this original vision. We want to go to New Zealand for this new life. Now you're here and you're starting your new life. How does it match with your original?
It's more beautiful. It's 10 times more what we saw and what we've wanted we're getting now. So
On YouTube and it's exactly
yeah.
the same.
So it's very much beautiful. Everything that was said, your work life, your family life, it's happening. So it's not just something that gets thrown and said. It's not a lie. It happens.
Very well said, Berenice. I'm really honored that I could help great experienced and skilled people like yourself. And we dug through, we found those skills and we presented them and we got traction, and your persistence was amazing to go through these challenges, and you found your future, and you made such progress. In 1 month, you both have the jobs that suit you, and you're doing well in these jobs, and you're going to be fine. And now you're using your extra, since you've done so much for yourself, you can use now some of your time on your family, your some other family members.
Yes.
I think we can call that a 100% success level. It's pretty high. It's almost a best case scenario for success at this stage, going through what you did all the way up to here. And what was the secret? You shared the secrets here. I don't think we have anything new to say there. I think anyone listening to this will be inspired and have a little bit more clear direction for how they can visualize their own transition to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Believe, and push.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Giving up, you only have failure if you give up.
Yeah, that's
you haven't
true.
failed if somebody says no to you, or yeah, there are many times, I'm not gonna lie, that I felt, am I doing the right thing? How's it going to work? But we pushed and we pushed. And like Edward said, when we got off the plane, we didn't know what to expect. What's going to happen to us in the future. But we believed that it's going to work, and it's going to still work into us being in New Zealand. And probably by the end of the year, we are going to apply for residency.
Congratulations. That's great.
Thank you.
Having faith has been your strong point from the beginning.
Yes.
Belief, faith, having a clear feeling that it will all work out, even if you don't have evidence in front of you. The belief itself is evidence as well. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for the interview. I think it's just maybe appropriate for me to say that I get a lot of, it's like payment for me. It's like the spiritual payment. Like, you know, I'm doing something good. When I see this, your employers benefit, your clients benefit, you benefit, your family benefits. There's no losers. The economy benefits, the society benefits. It's only winning. And we're pulling you out of a place where you weren't getting the respect and value that you deserve. And now we're here where you're appreciated, and it's the other way. And as you say, Berenice, 10 times more than you expected with your original vision. That's very gratifying for me to hear. My wife is going to be very happy. She likes to hear these stories as well. I tell her everything.
You wanted to say something, Edward?
Yeah, we all are winning here. Our employers, the country. There's only one loser here. Is our old country, South Africa.
Yes.
Shame.
Unfortunately.
And that's unfortunate because it is a
Yeah.
beautiful country and it has so
Yes.
much potential. It just, if things aren't we just have to make a decision based on, we have one life to live. We can't, we have to base it on what's best for us individually.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for this. I'll just sign off. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All
Awesome
of the
day.
best.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that was great.